Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. On this day of PLANMAS, we are doing a flashback or throwback plan with me. So first of all, I'll show you what I'm doing. It's basically, I've been filming videos for a few years now and doing plan with me's as well, and planning for a while now. And I've got this spread that I'm going to recreate, but in my new style from 2016. This is December 2016. I think this is my first planner, or my second planner. I think it's my first planner, and I went to New York City for the first time near Christmas. And here's the kit I used. It was Odd Loop, and look at that, no white space with checklists. So we're going to recreate it, and I thought the perfect kit to use, which I've had in my collection for a little bit now, I think it's from last year, was this elf kit, from Scribble Prints Co from last year. You know, it's New York, it's Christmas. I drew this as a custom. You might be able to find it on the BST. I really don't know anymore. It was never re-released, so it might be a bit hard to find, and it's got like all the old stuff in it. Yeah, I thought it'd be perfect to use this kit to recreate this week and walk down memory lane. So I went through my finished spread, and I just wrote down everything from the checklists and also that I actually put in. And sorry, Heidi is playing with pens right now. I don't think you'd be able to see. Put the pens here, maybe you will. You can see a shadow. Stop it! And then, but yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a voiceover while I plan rather than do it in person, because it will take a while to get all the stickers and also Heidi. So sit back and relax and enjoy this extra plan with me. It's all Christmassy and I can't wait. I'm just going to I'm going to do some music over doing the bass, and then we'll get into the voiceover as we plan the week. So I hope you enjoy.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, and that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
And now we're going to get into the plans of the week. The first half of the week is pretty standard stuff back then. My partner Locke was already in the States, so we're doing a conference paper in Richmond, Virginia, and then we met up in New York later on Thursday. So this is just me at home prepping to go. I did some filming, watched some YouTube, did some laundry, the typical stuff. I made this a bit faster because, yeah, it's just normal stuff. And back then I was really into making travel maps. So I'd go on Google Maps, I'd print off sections of the city, and then I'd mark in on paper like all the places I wanted to go. So then I had them on me and I didn't need the internet or anything to get around. That was really useful in Japan, although we did have a portable Wi-Fi. But I thought that was really useful in Japan, but it's not really as necessary in New York. So I'm just doing some typical home stuff. I'm trying to put in some, fun different stickers because I don't usually plan with these kind of colors, but it's just super bright and fun. And I was putting money on my travel card. Oh, and I took Heidi to the borders, so she boarded at our local vet at the time, which she really enjoyed. They were really nice and good to her. They just actually let her run around the vet, honestly, because, she was always running around or she'd be hiding and stuff. So, doing her usual stuff, but they always looked after her well. And then I think I did a day earlier just so I had time to do stuff on Wednesday, clean up and whatnot, without hiding in the way. So I packed my bags on Wednesday. Oh, I love those suitcases from Cactus. She had some really good clip art, didn't she, guys? Called my mom because it's a fairly big trip. I think this is this the first time that I went overseas by myself? I think it was, like, all by myself on the flights and whatnot. So I did a face mask. Well, really, I did a sheet mask, I think, because I love sheet masks. And this was back when I was really into Korean and Asian beauty, so I had a lot of those products. Cleaned up the pantry. This is all fairly normal. Had mac and cheese for dinner. I love mac and cheese. And then I went to bed early because I had a fairly early flight. So now we're into the day that I'm traveling. So I flew from Adelaide, Australia to New York. So you had to go through Sydney and then LAX. So it's quite a lot of flying. Oh, and I remember on the plane, it took forever to land, and he just kept dipping and dipping the plane, like doing short drops to get down and through the descent, and I was so sick. I really just wanted to throw up. Like, it gave me such bad motion sickness. And then I took a shuttle to my hotel. We stayed at Ace Hotel, which was very nice, but it took like 4 to 6 hours. It was ridiculous. I was on there for ages. So I didn't get to have dinner or anything. I didn't get to the hotel until like almost 10 p.m. Even though I landed like 6 p.m. It was ridiculous. I saw a lot of beautiful parts of Brooklyn at Christmas with the lights and everything, but yeah, all my plans were kind of out the window for that night. Because I reunited with Locke and I went to sleep basically. So Friday was the first day of New York City, and Ace Hotel has Stumptown, I think it was called, coffee shop there, so we had a lot of coffee at Stumptown. That was pretty good, and then also had a really good sandwich sub shop as well, but we went to Times Square because we were fairly near it, and I checked out the Disney store, and we saw Macy's. We checked Macy's out. Now I remember at the end of this video there are a whole bunch of my photos from back then. Remember, this is 2016 and 2017? I can't remember which year it was now. I filmed this ahead of time. before this voiceover, but I have all my photos from then, so definitely stick to the end to see those photos, because I got some really good ones, I think, of New York. We went to Disney store, but both of us were feeling like pretty sick. I don't know. After the flight and the whole descent and the super long shuttle, I was barely hungry, to be honest, and the jet lag, it was crazy. So we ate a lot of food, but we also, I never finished any food, except for this. We got some Korean chicken, and it was so spicy, and tteokbokki, and it was so good, and it was across the street from the Empire State Building, but I just looked it up on a map, and I don't think it's there anymore, because I was trying to find the restaurant name, but I think it's gone, so I'm sorry about that. We went to a barbecue place, which I know, New York, Times Square barbecue, but we wanted to try it out, and that was really tasty. And I went to Sephora, of course. And then I think it was snowy and cold on the Saturday, and we went to Shake Shack, which was really good. I haven't had In-N-Out, but I really liked Shake Shack, and they have that in London as well. So I've had a lot more Shake Shack, but it was really nice. We had the Christmas milkshakes, and they were really tasty. And then we went to Fifth Avenue, and we flipped off Trump Tower, as you do. This is 2016, right after the election. So we're like, boo. Sorry to bring politics into it, but we're Australians. That's how we stand. Went to Rockefeller Center and took some beautiful photos of the ice rink and everything, and walked past all the church. Is it St. Patrick's or something? And all the NBC Rainbow Room stuff. And then I totally missed what I just did. But we just sort of wandered around and kind of relaxed. We didn't do, anything too strenuous on this trip. And we still have about 3 more days left in the next week. But on Sunday we met up with our friend Gus. He was working in New York at this time, and he went to high school with Luck. And we met up with him at a sports bar. We got chicken wings, and I had cider, and we watched all the football. It was really, really good. I love that. I do actually enjoy gridiron football. And before we went to Cactus Deli, and that was the best sandwich ever. Loved Cactus Deli. It was so worth it. We saw the Flatiron building, it was so cool. We went to Union Square, and they had a little Christmas market on. And Union Square is where I saw the guy from 30 Rock, the ex-boyfriend of Liz, who calls her a dummy. I saw that actor at Union Square. And we went to Guitar World to look at guitar stuff, because that's Luck's thing. And then we went to just this cheesy restaurant in Empire State Building. And I had buttermilk chicken and stuff. But yeah, that was the full spread in the first part of my New York trip back in 2016. It was really good to do this plan with me, because there was so much I didn't actually have written in because of the way I used to plan with the checklist. So now there's way more plans in this memory planner. So I really enjoyed that. But I'll let you enjoy the rest of the photos. I didn't get to mark. We also went to Trader Joe's and Container Store, and we went to Michael's, and just a whole bunch of fun stuff. But enjoy the photos. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and to see more. PLANMAS is still going and will be going until almost New Year's Eve, basically. I love that photo of the Empire State Building. So beautiful. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you tomorrow, basically. Bye!
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making promised Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sanctuary. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Here we go. All right.
Dance, dance,
Now this
dance,
Christmas, we're gonna dance.
we're gonna
Okay.
dance, dance, dance,
Come on.
dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this.